Hey, this is Sky. Welcome to my YouTube channel. It's bright and early, daily discipline, mind, body, and soul. This is how we get through. Let's talk about love. Now, as men, when we talk about love, let's set aside the romance. Talking about romance as guys sounds silly, feels weird, stupid. Let the women talk about romance. Let's talk about love from a spiritual perspective, okay? So let's all put our theological hats on. Within Abrahamic religions, doesn't matter which one, there is a hierarchy. Now, you don't have to believe this, but let's just start here as a framework. The hierarchy goes, God the Father, God sits at the top. Doesn't matter if you're Jew or Christian or Muslim. God is at the top, the creator. God sits outside the universe. He created the universe. If you believe in the multiverse, he created all the universes. And man was created in the image of the Father. Humans were created from the dirt. And he breathed his spirit into that creation. So your spirit is a connection to God, a direct connection to God. I'm talking to the men. So within this hierarchy, it goes God the Father, and right under God is man, is you. And then we have women. Woman. Women come from men. Right? Adam's rib. That'd be a good name for a barbecue place. The children come from the woman. So that's the hierarchy. You can roll your eyes at it. I just want to start with that stuff, because I think it's important for men to understand that we learn about love through our dedication, gratitude, and humility towards God. Your study of God, your worship of God. In the Muslim faith, in Arabic culture, they refer to themselves as a slave to God. Now, that's not meant as a torture or a punishment, but it's a willing subjugation that you kind of bow towards your Creator and have the most supreme form of honor. And within that, you understand what love is. When you practice this, you learn very clearly what love is. And you can say there's many different types of love, but when you study it this way, you realize the love of God is all-encompassing, and you can divide that up like we can divide our bodies up into many different things. Sure, I have all these fingers, but it's all me. This is me. You're looking at me, and this is me. You can take a branch off of a leaf that's still a tree. At least it was before you ripped it off. So when you talk about all these different types of love, it's just semantics at that point. And you understand this through that type of devotion. Go into your monk mode. So let's just go over briefly what love isn't. And within this, maybe we'll discover what love is. So love isn't about holding grudges. Love is about forgiveness. God forgives, for the most part. Depends on if you read Old or New Testament. Old Testament, God wasn't as forgiving. Jesus came along and kind of changed the game a little bit. But God forgives. We beg for God's forgiveness. So learn how to forgive like God forgives you. You pass that down. Oh, you're so judgmental on your wife, on your kids, and God has forgiven you. You're blocking the flow. No, you want to teach this forgiveness that God is teaching you, and teach this all the way down the hierarchy. Love is not about satisfying your own desires. It's not about feeling good. Love doesn't always feel good. Sometimes love brings tears. Sometimes love means you're sitting up at night worried to death Sometimes love is the most painful thing ever, and I think that's why a lot of men these days are running from it, because they're afraid of pain. You're punch drunk on the feeling of testosterone and power and strength, and all you want to do is feel good. So you run from love because you know love is painful. And Jesus Christ, if we think about this, men, some of the times that I have felt the lowest, felt the weakest, when I've cried, sobbed, has been in these scenarios. It's not when I'm at the gym pumping iron. It's when you're thinking about your kid and where the fuck is he? It's 3 in the morning. Where is that motherfucker? Right? Love is not about sex. I don't care how much you bang her out, flip her into different positions, you recreate everything that you've witnessed on Pornhub. Oh, she's so hot. You keep the lights on, you got mirrors set up, and it's just so perfect. Oh, she's so fucking sexy. She's screaming so the neighbors can hear it, and then afterwards you guys just embrace and fall asleep in this pile of sweat and skin, and it's just beautiful. You wake up like that, and it's beautiful. You do it again 3 more times when you wake up. None of that's love. None of it. None of it's love. She's sending you pictures of her body all day long, texting you how great you were, and none of it's love. Love is not lust. Love is not just feeling good. So love is not selfishness. Love is the opposite. Love is selfless. Love is sacrificial. We sacrifice for love. I'll do anything for love. What was that redneck saying? I love the rednecks because they have these sayings that are so silly. As one guy said one time, I'd drag my nuts through a mile of glass just to drink her bathwater. As kind of like saying how much he digs her, you know. This is the sacrifices guys will do. Will face death. This is something a lot of women don't understand because they're a weaker species, and their natural instinct might be to grab the kids and flee, whereas the man grabs his spear and meets that danger, and this is it, I'm going to die right here. But he doesn't care, and that's love. Why doesn't he care? That's love is what you're witnessing. Why do men go to war? Because of love. Some people will never understand that. You'll never understand it as you protest with your signs. You don't understand. But I have to keep reiterating this, that love has nothing to do with contentment and self-fulfillment. It's not what you give. Rich boys need to understand this. Oh, I'll buy her a yacht. I'll take her to Hawaii. She can go on my private jet. That's not love. All you gold digging hoes out there need to know that. Oh, since he's paying your bills and he's buying you all this stuff, oh, you think he loves you. That's not love. You're his prostitute. So it's not what you give. It's how you give it. What if a homeless woman gave you half her sandwich and she's starving? That's love. You ain't never been loved like that before, have you? If you want to philosophize about this, think about this. I've been mulling this over in my head for a long time, and it was explained to me. I didn't invent this shit. There's only 2 emotions in this world. There's love and fear. But fear is not really an emotion. Fear is a distance from love. Love is real. Fear is a distance from what's real. Fear is being in the dark, alone and cold. Fear is being scared as you go through that valley of the shadow of death. Your parents, your friends, everybody in the world has forsaken you, forgotten you. You're alone. You got nothing. Everybody hates you, maybe. Maybe you're persecuted, oppressed. Love is in the eyesight of God. God has good distance. He can see far. all across the universe. But there are areas where you could hide. Trust me, I hid for years. So fear is really just a distance from God. Love is all there is. Love is the light in the darkness. Fear is just your relative location from it. So your love that you absorb from God becomes the light to others who might be out in the darkness. You might be someone's lifeline. You're like a Wi-Fi extender, range extender. Speaking of which, completely different topic. Let's end it here. I just lost my train of thought because of this, but get yourself one of those Faraday boxes. I had to get one because I used to keep my car keys with my key fob, and I got some nice cars, nice vehicles, and right next to the door, and grab and go. People can extend the range. These hackers can go with their cell phones and drive up in front of your house, and they can extend the range of your key fob to your car and steal your car without even grabbing your key fob. They can steal your car with the cell phone. Food for thought.